mramos.
Welcome to Airguns and Crafts. In my last recent video, I demonstrated how a simple shim and how extending the full auto stop could be a simple fix for the auto fire. In this video, I would like to check to see if either modification will work on fixing the selector switch. So also I would like to upgrade the bolt spring, the bolt locking spring, the sear spring, and the bumper, and also the detent. And after the upgrade, we'll find out if we get any auto fire. Here are the upgrades: the bolt locking spring and the sear spring. This is the sear spring. That's the bolt locking spring. There's the bolt bumper and the detents, tuning bolt spring. And here is the shimmed return spring.
Devices, no thanks. I'm using a pager. I should be alive then. Yeah, he gone.
Here's the solid head rivet I used.
Smoking is for losers. Vaping is for douchebags.
The rivet measures 1/4 of an inch. This is the full auto stop extended without the shim and the return spring. Just the extended full auto stop without the shim. Just the shim on the return spring without the extended full auto stop. Just the shim on the return spring without the extended full auto stop. Semi-automatic. If the sear spring is the only thing you shim, it won't be enough. You have to extend the full auto stop. That's going to be the fix. So I'll replace the sear spring with the upgrade. I also have the bolt locking spring, and I'll switch out for the stock spring. An easy way to change your bolt locking spring is to get rid of this pin right here. Pull this pin out, it'll be easier to change out your spring. Hold down your spring and add that dowel pin. Put it into the hole. And now I'll change the sear spring. Take the shim out, the spring and the shim. So after you get your sear spring in and your bolt locking spring in, you add your dowel pins. Put your nut back in. Select the switch. So now we're back to the upgrades. This is with the upgrades. Before we add all the other upgrades, I want to switch out springs. I want to switch the bolt locking spring with the sear spring and see if we get any of this. I'll take the sear spring and switch it out with the bolt locking spring. Trade places. So I'll take the sear spring and I'll put it on this side. It's going to be the weaker of the springs. And this is going to be the stiffer of the springs, the bolt locking spring. Take this off and put the spring on, and then I'll put it in the hole. But you got to hold it because that spring is very tough. Okay, got it together. Semi-auto. I think that bolt locking spring, the one that's supposed to go right here underneath the bolt, works better over here on your sear, your trigger sear. It still moves if you apply enough pressure, but it works a lot better with that stiff spring. So let's try it out. Let's upgrade the rest of this marker. Change the spring out, and we'll put a Wixom bumper, and we'll install the detents.
Let's see. 217. I don't have access to my.
Actually, I'm feeling quite happy. I had a few difficulties.
The lights and everything.
Okay, we got all the upgrades except for the detent, but got it on semi-auto. Looks pretty good. It moves a little bit, but that's when you pull hard on the trigger. But when you pull real hard, it does move past semi-auto. Taking out my old detent with the shim. We'll add the Wixon detent. Okay, I'm gonna change the barrel out. Put the 16-inch line claw. Okay, I'll start with the Ninja tank, 1100 psi. I'm going to use Jewel V3s. So to make this a fair test, I'm gonna try not to squeeze down on the trigger so hard.
When there's a strong connection between a therapist and a client, it's transformative. Be perfect. I look at clients to rewrite their own story.
Rapper turned martyr, who for some reason we revere as a god.
Okay, I'm gonna air it up. First shot.
Caesar!
Auto fire. 400 FPS. Okay, so I'm getting nothing but auto fire with this tank. So I'm gonna try switching the other tank. I switched to the pepper ball tank, 1100 PSI. Gas it up. First shot. Wow. My mag just fell out. But that sounded like auto fire to me. 403 FPS. So that concludes this test. The extended full auto stop is the best solution to fix the auto fire. Unless you can find a shim that's a little bit bigger. Peace, I'm out.